There's been a nuclear bomb set by Mr. Elon Musk, who was recently, he took over X and everything like that.
Yeah,
and he apparently got into it. Well, we talked about X. We talked about him taking over X, but we didn't talk about this situation with him beefing with Mr. Lemon. You know Don Lemon?
Yeah. Who is Don Lemon?
Don Lemon was the CNN guy who represents like everything at the same time. He's black, he's gay, he's light skinned, he's kind of brown. You know what I'm saying? He's
sassy on New Year's.
Yeah, especially Don Lemon, better guys.
Right. And he's like, he doesn't speak for the people, but he speaks for some people.
He speaks behind the man.
Yeah, he speaks from the back. So Don Lemon apparently questioned Elon Musk about Elon's reported drug use, which includes marijuana in states like California where it's legal. So I don't really know why he would ask about that. But I think he was accusing him as well of using that stuff that Michael Jackson be using or was using.
Oh, propofol?
Yeah, propofol shit, yeah. So apparently there's some accusations that Elon Musk uses that too to get sleep, which is what Michael Jackson was needing. So, I've never had no propofol in my life. They don't sell that around me. But if that's what all the millionaires are using, maybe they're on to something. I'm just playing.
I don't understand how niggas with that much money can't sleep.
Because they got too much on their mind.
No, because they did too much shit to keep them up.
You're right.
Okay. That's still a bunch of shit on their mind.
Could you imagine having the money to have 3 king-size beds that's actually just one mattress, but it's like that big, and your ass can't sleep?
But that's the thing. We don't expect them to sleep. I'm still not sure if Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if they're like aliens or what. These guys look weird to me.
Man, all you got to do is go over there to the Chinese buffet at 12 o'clock and get about 2.5, maybe 3 plates full. Yo. You don't need no propofol. Your ass going to take the worst shit of your life and you go sleep.
Well, no, I don't want anybody to think that I'm recommending that they use propofol to get some sleep. Benadryl works just fine.
All you need is a number 7 from Lucky Dragon and you good.
Right.
Yeah. Some ribs. Personally, I had never talked to you guys about Don Lemon because he just got fired from CNN for saying that Nikki Haley wasn't in her prime, which they felt was misogyny, which I found was fun because he's also openly gay and very sassy. So it was like he was being overly masculine. Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a tambourine boy.
Yeah, he's a tambouriner.
Pentecost Lemon.
So Lemon was fired for misogyny. And that's why it was funny to me because I didn't know that guys that played on that team would be considered misogynist. Like,
Really? It's called being messy. That's what they call it. That's what they call it.
You can't say misogyny without messy.
Right.
Misogyny, yes. Okay. Well, Don Lemon is off of X, which is Twitter's new thing. And he never even really got a chance to...
Hold on. Now I see the validity of your argument. This guy took Twitter and turned it into X and gave everybody their voice back. And now he's kicked Don Lemon off of Twitter or X?
Yes. That's why it's a big thing.
Yeah, the same free speech guy who cut the account.
To be free speech.
Yeah, who cut the account that was tracking his jet, even though that's public information. That same guy. Yes, that guy.
Right. Oh, we're gonna, we try not to delve too deep into Mr. Musk. So
Twitter, X, whatever you call it, it never caught on.
I try not to delve into any Musk.
I know,
Twitter is
but I will say this. It's very pornographic now. Like, there's no... Oh, my God, bro. They're not even covering anything. It's just...
No.
I mean, it's all the way down to I can see different layers of your innards.
Right.
Like it's
Okay.
off the chain.
And his
Well,
whole
that's
thing
free
was,
speech.
you remember
And
how he
Don
tried to
Lemon
get
can't
out
be on
of,
there.
remember how he tried to get out of buying Twitter because he was like, you got to prove to me how many bots are on your site. And now there are more bots than ever. Than ever.
Yeah, just in my opinion, Elon's
Blue check
Twitter
bots.
acquisition was like the worst thing for them because I wasn't really into it before. I'm really not into it now. It's just, but like you said, Don Lemon was among others that Elon was supposed to be giving a voice back. Don Lemon's first interview was the Elon interview. And after the interview, Elon canceled the whole thing and cut the show.
Yep.
Because he didn't like now Don Lemon's saying he doesn't like people like me asking him questions, but what does that really mean? Does he mean black? Does he mean gay? Does he mean
So Don Lemon is black.
Yeah, he's black.
Yes.
He's black.
No, see, that's the thing about Don Lemon. That's the reason why he's such a dividing factor is that he always tries to make it like people like me. No, Elon doesn't like to be challenged on camera, period, because he thinks he's the shit. That's it. And especially when you got him, especially when it's
Elon
true.
Musk kind of has that thing that what's his name that used to own the Source magazine.
Oh yeah, what Benzino?
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the white Benzino, the way it's like his whole torso and his like no neck. He just looks like a rock.
He's an interesting looking guy. I'll say that.
I don't even know if it's interesting. See, interesting is something that I would want to see, more than once.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, that's right.
But interesting enough to say I remember that he reminds me of Benzino's no neck having like the head bone connected to the hip bone. Like it's not good, yo.
So we'll see what happens with the whole Don Lemon thing. It'll probably end up on YouTube. I think it's going to air on YouTube. I guarantee it within the next 48 hours.
Is Don Lemon the black guy that's like, welcome back to such and such? Like, is that how his voice sounds?
No.
Okay, then I'm thinking of the other guy.
A little more relaxed in general, but he's still very condescending, if that makes sense.
To everyone.
To everyone. He's just kind of like got this smug sort of thing going that I've never really been a big fan of. But people used to really like him till he said something about Nikki Haley. And then all of a sudden that was a big thing. And then he didn't back down, so they fired him from CNN and he ended up on Twitter. And now he's not on Twitter. So I'm telling you, he's going to be on YouTube and he'll probably do better there anyway, in my opinion.